someone just have that experience of catching the first striper, or maybe it's the last striper that they've caught that day. But either way, the excitement that people get when they feel that tug and the thing is just pulling back really hard and they're not sure if they have enough line or if the rod's big enough, and just sharing that experience that excitement is priceless. The striped bass is valuable in the sense that when people come into town, they're coming from different states, and it brings a lot of money into the Portland area. People specifically come here to go fishing, and they'll spend money, going out to eat, enjoying the restaurants in town, and doing other things on the water. It's a 24/7 job, running the business. So you're on the boat, but you're still getting calls and emails. So you have to stay connected, because they'll hang up and then dial the next guy. They want to talk to someone live. The thing that sets me apart from other charter boat captains in the area is the fact that I'm catch and release only for striped bass. There aren't very many other boats doing that. For the people that aren't keeping a fish, they're going home with, the experience, the memories, the actual experience of going out on the ocean, casting a line and catching a fish, and a photo, taking a photo with a fish, releasing it, and knowing that, they enjoyed the experience, but the next guy coming up the coast to visit, can catch the same fish and have the same experience. There may have been some hesitancy in the past about working with scientists. I understand that, but fishermen are kind of secretive about where they catch their lobster or catch their bait or catch their stripers. So I'm not really concerned about giving up secrets. I'm more concerned about being in a position to help out by gathering that data. And I try to share that sentiment with some of the old timers. Sometimes they're kind of stubborn, but I think they get the big picture that if you can help the scientists understand the fishery, it's only going to help us in the long term. One of the reasons I work with GMRI is to help them gather information about the striper population. And, it fluctuates, and they're trying to figure out the stripers that are here, where did they come from? So I tell that story to the clients. So, they're interested in hearing about it too. Perhaps this fish came from the Chesapeake Bay. Maybe it came from the Hudson. Maybe it came from the Kennebec River. So I think sharing that information with them as to why I do work with these projects, it helps them understand the fishery and just have a little bit more respect for the fishery. So the health of the striper population depends on the entire ecosystem. The bait fish, everything that they eat needs to be there, or we're not going to catch them. So it's all these moving parts come together, and if the ecosystem is healthy, then the stripers are a part of it. So the Gulf of Maine is important to me in a couple ways. Financially, it's how I make my income, it's how I make a living, and it's important to me recreationally as well. It's just the best, biggest playground there is out there, to be able to go out on the boat and do some island hopping or fishing or just cruising around, living the salt life. It's just amazing. It's fun.